Hello, today let's interpret the food label of Digestive. How do you pronounce this? Mcvities, McVite, Mac something, Vities, Digestive Biscuit, the original. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I think it's McVities. That is what my diction teacher would say. So let's analyze it. The calorie, the ingredients inside this biscuit, what the manufacturer says. Do not quote Michelle. Don't say dietitian Michelle said McVitie's Digestive has. No, please. The manufacturer of McVitie says, and not me. We are just interpreting what the manufacturer says. And yeah, come to think of it, some people don't even trust what is written on the food pack. Well, that is not my problem to solve. All I have to say is that the manufacturer has written what is on the pack, and I am interpreting based on what the manufacturer has said. If some of them are telling us the truth, good. If some of them are not telling us the truth, that is a problem. So that is also why sometimes I try to stay with known brands. So McVitie's Digestive, it has two 90 grams each in this, and it has provided information based on 100 grams. The difference between 100 and 90 is just 10 grams. So sometimes if you find the information like that, just work with 100 grams, so you don't have to break your head too much and start cross multiplication. So it says per 100 gram, it has 507 calories per 100 gram, and this is 90 gram, close to the 100 gram. But if you want to get the calculation correctly, you want to do the cross multiplication, that is fine. It just shows that you like maths, like dietitian Michelle. So for the 90 gram, it has 456 calories. After I have done my cross multiplication, 456 calories. And if you're on a weight loss diet, if you're on my diet that has 1,500 calories, that means you have already consumed 1/3 of your caloric requirements. If you eat this whole 90 gram, you have consumed about 1/3 of 1,500 calories. And if you ask me, then that would be too much. That would be too much for you. So this is what you can do. If you really, really want to eat this much, then you just exchange one meal. For instance, if your breakfast is 500 calories and you want to eat this much, that means this should be the only thing you should eat. Yes, for weight loss, that means it should be the only thing. No tea, no beverage, nothing else. Nothing else should go with it. Just water. If you still want to stay within your caloric requirements. Why? Because the manufacturer says that this is how much calorie it contains. And I'm teaching you to interpret food labels and adjust your food intake. But for someone who has diabetes, what should be your major concern? The carbohydrates and the sugar content. And the manufacturer says that it has 64.2 grams per 100 gram, but my cross multiplication says it has 57.8 grams carbohydrates. So you would have to look at your diet plan. How much carbohydrate are you supposed to consume every day? If you're going to be taking 150 grams of carbohydrate per day, if that is what you have on your diet plan, please don't get confused. We calculate every client's diet plan based on their specific circumstances. It's not the same for everybody. There are people that their diet plans will require them to consume 150 grams of carbohydrate. Some will be 180 grams, some 200 grams. So it depends on many factors. I am just teaching you and giving you figures. I'm not saying that as a diabetic patient you should jump and start eating 150 grams of carbohydrate. That may not work for you. All right, so I said if you look at your diet plan and you have 150 grams of carbohydrate as your daily carbohydrate requirement, this food product has 57.8 gram carbohydrate. So you have consumed 1/3 of your carbohydrate requirements. Can you do with that? Now, the sugar content is 23.6 grams. For this, that is about 4.5 cubes of sugar. 4.5 cubes of sugar. That is what you have here if you have diabetes. Then the fat content is 21.8, which is about 4 teaspoons of oil. Then the fiber content is good because it has 6.2 in 100 gram and 5.6 in this pack. The sodium content is just 40 milligram, which is negligible. Now, this is what I would advise you to do. If you're on a weight loss diet and you really want to eat this, then I would advise you, don't take the whole 90 gram. Instead, take half of it. And half should be, let's open this and see what it contains. Oh, it has, so half is 3 sticks. This is good. So half is just 3 sticks. This is what I'll ask you to take. So don't take the whole 90 gram if you're on a weight loss diet. Just 3 of this with your tea. Because if you're taking this, half of this should be about 200 calories, which should be equivalent to, yes, equivalent to 3 slices of bread. And most of my diet plans have 2 to 3 slices of bread. And you're not in the mood of eating, let's say you have bread in your diet plan and you're not in the mood of eating bread. Or let's say that it's not even that you're not in the mood of eating bread, but somehow you have to sleep somewhere, at a hotel, at a friend's place, and this is all you have available. The fact that you know how to estimate the calories in food products, you know how to read and interpret food labels, will help you make a wise choice. So what will you do? You just read these and say, okay, the calorie says 507 per 100. So if I take half, that is 250, which is about 3 slices of bread. So I will just take 3 of these biscuits with my tea. Are you not happy about that? The power of knowledge. You can just take 3 of these in exchange. Yes, you're now exchanging the 3 slices of bread, then you take it with your tea. Why would you take just 3 of these? Why? You're going to take 3 of these because the tea you're going to be taking will have calories. Yes, it will have calories. So when you combine that, you will not be exceeding the 500 calories that you're supposed to be taking per meal. So for somebody who is on a weight loss plan, 3 of these is just fine. Then for someone who is diabetic, somebody who is trying to control, manage his or her sugar level, can you also take 3 of these? Yes, you can. Let's look at the carbohydrates. The carbohydrate content says 57.8, then half of it is 28.9 gram. So yes, you can also take this if you have diabetes. Then for somebody who is hypertensive, should the sodium content be a problem? No, it's quite negligible. It's fine. Moderation is just key. Now I will read the ingredients inside so that you will also be aware. Ingredients: wheat flour, it says 47%, vegetable fat, palm origin, whole wheat meal flour 13%, and this should be the source of the fiber because most biscuits don't have fiber this much. So this whole wheat meal flour of 13% is possibly, I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying it's possibly the reason why its fiber content is up to 6.2 grams per 100 grams. Then it has sugar, cane syrup, leavening agents, sodium bicarbonate, then E500, malic acid, ammonium bicarbonate E503, sodium metabisulfite, and salt. You can see that salt is the last ingredient here, which may possibly be the reason why the sodium content is not very high. It's 40 milligrams. What we recommend is 2,500 milligrams of sodium every day. And for people who have health conditions like kidney conditions, about half of that, which is 1,250 milligrams, is what we. I hope I am not speaking too much jargons. I'm trying hard not to. So that is that about McVitie's Digestives. If you want to eat it, based on everything I have said now, depending on the circumstance, you will know what to eat, how much to eat. If you decide that you want to eat the whole 2 packs and ditch whatever Michelle is saying, no problem. It's your choice. That is what you have chosen to do. Just know what you are eating. Just know that 2 of this is more than 1,000 calories. So you're not expected to eat for the whole day, or just extra 500 calories for somebody who is on a weight loss plan. But for somebody on weight gain, enjoy. Okay, so let's taste and know how this biscuit tastes like. It's nice. It's nice, and I can feel the chaff, the fiber in it. So not a bad idea. Just don't overeat. Don't eat too much. Apply caution. Be moderate. Don't finish 4 packs at the same time. Eat like that, Shamisha.